Hi guys, hope you're well. You've seen a lot of me this week. I've done quite a few videos. I've done a video last week. I've done Now Spinning series, which is like, you know, what I've been listening to throughout the week. And now I'm doing a new vinyl finds video. Now, yeah, you know, I have the capability of doing it. You know, I'm home alone, so you know, I'm a bit self-conscious about, you know, doing videos, which is it's a bit of an odd situation, you know, talking to a camera and like talking to an audience. So you know. Anyway, yeah, I'm home alone, so I'm able to do these, and I have some new records that I would like to share with you, which I hope that you find interesting. It's not that many, but they are very interesting, I think. I hope. Anyway. So, to begin with, let's start off with what's playing in the background. Now this is, I don't know if I would have chosen this one, but it just happened that it's on the deck, and I was listening to it and I was like, well, I'll do a video, why the hell not? So this is the album. It has a cat out, as you can see. You know, the record comes in and, you know, completes the cover. It's a band called Jupala Capio, and the album is called Alpen Ocean. It came out in 2010 maybe, and I found these guys, you know, on my searches on the internet, and I was blown away by this. I also got, oh, just to give you a little bit more information about it, it's a couple, basically. It's a Japanese guy called Kojo something, I don't remember, and his wife, who is not Japanese, she's Swiss, and they live in Belgium. And actually I bought this off of him from his Discogs page. He sent this to me. Maybe I should have said, oh, can you please sign this for me? But I don't know, I mean, it feels quite kind of odd. So as you can hear from the background, it's drony. It's the guy is doing electronics. His wife is a violinist, and they sort of create this drone soundscape-y kind of sound that reminds me of Taj Mahal Travelers, and it's very organic, yet it has electronic elements into it. And this one is a bit more subtle. This is the other one that I bought off him. It's this one. By the way, I was doing some reading on these guys. The title is Rainbow Mask, and this is an actual mask. This was made by the lady of the band when she was 12 years old, apparently. It's just beautiful, isn't it? And to be honest, the first thing that drew me into this band was this cover, and I was like, oh, this looks very interesting. And then I went to their site, Omnimemento, it's called, and they have the whole album for streaming, and it's just brilliant. This is even more spacey, a lot denser musically than what we're listening to the background, and it's just bloody amazing, fantastic stuff. He sells them quite cheaply on Discogs. His shipping rates are quite good as well, and this is highly recommended for the Sonic yeah, the Sonic explorers out there. Really nice album. These two are really good. Speaking of Sonic exploration and, you know, just, you know, spaced out music, I got this one. This is excuse me, Subarachnoid Space, Almost Invisible. It's a CD, never came out on vinyl. This release was from 1996, and yeah, that's pretty much it, really. I got it for £2, maybe a little bit less than that. The first bid was like 94 5p, and then I put in like maximum bid of £5, and then plus shipping was like, I don't know, a bit less than £2. And it said, oh, it's not in very good condition. It's like, well, yeah, the plastic is a little bit scratched, but you know, the CD is like it's brilliant. It's fantastic. So yeah, I've been talking about how much I bought it and all that kind of crap, which is rather irrelevant. Came out in 1996. These are jams from 1996. It's a jam band, basically. And when I say jam band, it's space psychedelic space rock jam band, and it's of epic proportions. It's 2 sessions. It's in the CD you can find it has tracks. Although I found that, you know, just listening to it from start to finish, there is a gap in the middle where you actually hear the band stopping and somebody saying, "Yay! Yeah, we did it," kind of thing, and then the other session starts. But yeah, I think that you can listen to them as, you know, solid blocks of sessions basically, instead of just going for songs specifically, because they're seamless. And it's just bloody amazing. It's been on my want list for a long time. I actually wanted to buy it many years ago. I decided to buy something else instead of this. Then I couldn't find it, and then suddenly last week I was like, oh, you know what? I want to buy this CD, and lo and behold, I went to Discogs, and they were selling them for like, I don't know, £12, £15, something like that. And I was like, meh, nah, not really. I mean, CD, come on, I can pay a little bit less than that. Let me flip the record. Actually, I won't flip the record. I will put in the Rainbow Mask one, which is rather brilliant, and it's on really nice transparent vinyl, which I like. I don't like splatter colors and all that kind of rubbish. I like clear vinyl. So yeah, unbelievable, psychedelic, just space rock, whatnot kind of thing, and highly recommended. Do check it out. Sadly, as I said, CD only, but there you have it. Yeah, amazing stuff. Here's a record that I've ordered quite a long time ago, but didn't make it until yesterday to me. And actually, Chris Oliveira showed it this morning. I was watching his video and I was like, oh, he showed that, and here it is. Otis Johnson. Now this is a really interesting record. This is really interesting. It's a gospel album. As Chris was saying, I totally get it. I'm not religious as well. I mean, you know, I'm not like, you know, that kind of guy. And you know, it's super religious here, walking with Jesus, and he's the way, he's everything, whatever. This came out in 1978, yeah, 1978. Otis Johnson had a Hammond organ that had a drum machine with it, and he played, you know, very simple kind of, you know, gospel-y melodies, and he put in the drum machine. I guess, you know, he had a tape recorder somewhere and he just pressed record, and this is the output. What is interesting about it is the sound, because it's very lo-fi. It's extremely lo-fi. It's like really crappy lo-fi. It makes it sound very weird and very outwardly in a sense, and to my ears at least, it sounds like the religious version of Suicide, and it could very well be. I mean, you know, if he had a little bit more a taste for noise, which is made up really because he would like to have it really clean and very nicely recorded, but obviously, you know, the technical capabilities that he had did not allow for that. So this sounds really crappy, and it has a lot of like added noise to the overall to the overall sound, which makes it sound punkish in a way. So it's really fun because the output is something that the artist didn't intend, and makes it easy for us that we're not into this kind of stuff to appreciate it for all the wrong reasons, obviously, but really good, highly recommended. I mean, do check it out. It is just creepily weird. It is really weird, and in a good way, in the best possible way that you can imagine. Really good, highly recommended. Check it out. And then there's the last one. I said that it's going to be really quick, and it's only 10 minutes. It's unbelievable, but I've been talking a lot about the actual albums. Is this one, which is the Sleaford Mods, Austerity Dogs. Now, this is not, I think this is like officially their second album. They did have one that was released on CD called Wank. And they did have quite a few 7 inches. And these guys, it's just these two guys here. And very interesting story. Very interesting story. It's an interesting story anyway. They're from Nottingham, the UK. I was blown away listening to this one. I've read about them a few months ago on The Guardian. They were talking about, there was an article about new music, which is outside, the big company, thing, and very promoted, and talking about bands about that just have come up on the scene, and they've made really good noise albums and interesting stuff. One of them being the Eagles, which I've shown in the last video, and another one that was mentioned were these guys, Sleaford Mods. They're not a excuse me, they're not a noise band, nothing like that. They are oh yeah, another thing, this came out in 2013, so last year, March last year. It was pressed, sold out, repressed. I think this is like probably the 4th or whatever repress of it. It's quite big here in the UK, and there's good reason for it. These guys is basically the one guy is doing the electronics and the music and the loops and stuff like that, and the other guy is just ranting on the mic, and it's all about ranting, really. And he's sort of a cross between Henry Rollins, because he's like, you can feel that he's really angry with stuff, and Marky Smith. So he has that British kind of wit and humor that Henry didn't have, because he was like, first of all, he's American. The second thing was that he was just mainly angry. But these guys have a sense of humor, which is very British. Most of the stuff that they're talking about are about Britain and about working class British things that probably people outside of the UK will not exactly dig, but the music is fantastic. It's very sparse, it's very very basic. So it has a drum machine, it has bass lines, it has some keyboards and some loops, but it's very basic, and it just serves as a layer where you can put all that ranting and all that vitriol on what's happening in Britain on top. And I've listened to it. I've started listening to the first song on Spotify some time ago. I didn't pay that much attention. I was like, alright. And yesterday I pressed play again. I was like, you know what, I need to give them a go and find out what they are all about. And I've listened to the first song, which was alright, and then I listened to the second one, to McFlurry, and I was like, alright, you know what, these guys got me. And I was listening to it the whole afternoon, and I went out after work Went to Sister Ray and got me a copy because I was like fucking stoked about this one. This is bloody brilliant. This is there's a lot of things being said about these guys. I've read quite a few articles just to find out what other people are saying. A lot of parallels with this guy called John Cooper. Cannot remember. He's supposed to be like a punk poet. I think that Marky Smith is more closer. They are like the working class Pet Shop Boys, and somebody in one article they were saying they call you the working class Pet Shop Boys, and he said yeah Poundland Boys, ha ha ha, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, American audiences might not get it as much. I'm not saying that I'm getting it because I'm not British, so I don't live in Nottingham as these guys. So, but I sort of understand it. It has that kind of rage and that kind of raw anger that drove the Sex Pistols 40 years ago. But this is more relevant. It's modern, and these guys are old as well, which is quite interesting because this guy, the singer, he's 43, he has a family and everything. He used to be in a lot of bands and he used to play like, regular kind of music. And then, but he thought that this was all like shit. It's like, it's not any good, and nothing came out of it. Until one day the sound engineer did a loop of a black metal band apparently, and he started, talking over the mic, and that sort of made sense. And they've been doing this for a long time. He's been doing that for at least 6 years now, and now it all came together, and it's bloody good. So I had a lot to say about this. I don't know if I covered everything, but it's definitely one that you should check out. This is like, sounds fresh. It's just, it blew me away. It's one of those records that, just makes finding music worth it, in my opinion. You can get really nice records, and you can get like interesting stuff, and things that you listen to and you like and enjoy. But there is always that record that just says, yes, that's what I've been looking for, and this is one of them. Yeah. So yeah, that's my rant. I've been talking about this one for 6 minutes. It's unbelievable. Apologies for that. I hope you enjoyed. Leave your comments, like the video, dislike the video, subscribe to the channel, unsubscribe to the channel because it's complete rubbish. And I will be seeing you soon. I'm gonna try to do another now spinning thing next week. So yeah, I will be seeing you around. Cheers.